ஒரு அப்படியே ஒரு குச்சி எடுத்துக்கலாம். சரி, டேபிள சுத்தம் பண்ணு. கஜா முஜா எப்படி டேபிள நீட் பண்ணி சிப்ஸ் எல்லாம் கட்டி வை. எல்லாம் வத வதன்னு. உங்களுக்கு என்ன வலிக்குதுன்னு கேட்டேன். எங்க வலிக்குதுன்னு கேட்டேன். ஏதோ நீங்க சாப்பாடு செஞ்சு வச்சு கிளம்புறது மாதிரில பேசுறீங்க. நக்கல்ல ராகவி கூட இருக்காளா? ஹாய்ப்பா. ரெட் அலர்ட் போட்டாங்க, அதனால தண்ணி கழிச்சிட்டு வந்தீங்களா? சண்டை பண்றீங்களா? அவங்க போன் பண்ணி சொல்லி
Good evening, guys. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just give me a minute, okay? I just finished another class. Just give me a minute. In the meanwhile, you can have the question paper ready with you so that we can make our discussion a little faster. Okay? Yeah, guys, we'll get started. Yes. So what is the answer for the first one? So you have a set, let n be the set of natural numbers. There is a function defined from natural number set to the natural number set. So the domain is natural numbers, codomain is also natural numbers, and it is defined by the equation f of n is equal to 2n plus 3. So what kind of a function is this?
Linear, sir.
It is linear function. Linear options. Is it they ask bijective, surjective, injective?
Injective, sir.
So how did you say it is injective?
Sir, it's 1-to-1, sir, but it cannot
Okay.
be onto, sir.
Why is it
n
not
by,
onto?
Because n by 2 will be coming, sir.
Yes.
It's not.
That is the reason. That's right. So it is not an onto function because you will not. So there are certain elements in the codomain sets which do not have a pre-image. Can you tell me such elements? For example, 2n plus 3 is equal to. Can you tell me a number? If suppose it is 4. Okay. So what should be the value of n I should substitute here so that I'll get a 4. So 2n 1 by 2. But 1 by 2 does not fall under the natural number set, right? So it is not an onto function because all the elements in the second, the codomain set do not have the pre-image, right? So it is only injected. Suppose the question is asked like this. If you want to make it a bijective function, what changes are you supposed to do in the domain and the codomain?
You made R is to R, sir.
So you make it as R to R, then it will work. Very good. Second one. Next, what is the answer for this one? One kind of a cake requires. So what is the answer for this one? How many of you got it?
So I said D, sir.
D, that is the maximum number of cakes is 30, 20 of kind and 10 cakes of another kind. That's right. But how did you get it? So one kind of a cake requires 200 grams of flour and 25 grams of fat, and another kind of cake requires 100 grams of flour and 50 grams of fat. Find the maximum number of cakes which can be made from 5 kilogram flour and 1 kilogram of fat, assuming that there is no shortage of the other ingredients used in making the cakes. So what are we supposed to do?
200x plus 50y should be less than or equal to
How much?
5000 grams.
200
X
okay
plus 50y.
Why 50? Why is
I
it
mean
50?
100, sir. Sorry, sir.
200x correct, plus what?
100y, sir.
Yes. 100y is equal to what? Should be less than or equal
5000
to
grams. Less than or
should be
equal to
lesser than or
5000
equal to
grams.
5000. That is the constraint. So you have 200 grams of flour and this 100 grams of the flour in the other cake, right? That should be less than or equal to the total amount of flour that is available in your hand. Similarly, next equation.
25x plus
Correct.
100. 1000. 1000
25x
50y.
50y should be less than or equal to 1000. So when you draw the graph, what are the corner points that you will be getting? So both are less than or equal to. So what will be the corner points that you'll be getting? So when you solve them, so when you plot a graph, when you plot a rough graph, what will you get? So the origin is here. Okay. So 200x plus 100y is less than or equal to 5000 implies what? 2x plus 10y is less than or equal to 50. So how to draw the graph? You should first equate it, draw a linear graph. So what will the linear graph represent? So you put x is equal to 0. What is the value of y?
5, sir.
X is, sorry. So it will be 0, 5. When you put y is equal to 0, x is
25.
So 25 comma 0. So when you plot it like this, then what will happen? So this is the graph for 2x plus 10y is less than or equal to 50. What about the next one? 25x plus 50y
X
is
plus
there.
2y should be less than or equal to 40.
40. X plus 2y should be less than or equal. So when you put x is equal to 0, y is?
20.
So y is 20. So 0 comma 20. Then
X will be 40 comma 0.
x will be 40 comma 0. So both the lines are going like this only. Okay. So you include the origin. So which side of the graph will come into picture? It is, but they should intersect somewhere, right? They should intersect somewhere, right? No mistake in the equation, right? X plus 2y is less than or equal to 40. I'll do this problem at the end of the session because it is taking some time.
Sir,
Tell me, Da.
sir, but I took 100. I took the first equation as 200x plus 50y, sir. Sorry, sir, 25y. Sir.
Why 25y?
Sir, because I took x as floor and y as fat, sir.
Okay, then what did you do?
I got B as answer, sir.
B or D?
B, sir. B for ball.
But the answer given is D only.
Sir, but can you
Okay,
do like that, sir? 225. I took floor as x and fat as y, sir.
but you will take the material as one of the variables.
Yes, sir. Floor I
You
took
can
it
do
as
it.
x.
You can do it. So you can do it, but let me check. Okay,
Okay.
I'll come to this. I'll come to this at the end because it is taking time. We'll do it at the end of the session. So third one, what is the answer? F of x be a polynomial, then the second order derivative of f of e power x.
E power x, sir.
F of e power x, ra?
Will
So
be
here,
D,
E,
sir.
yes, sir. D only, sir. Last option, sir.
No, what did they say? F of x be a polynomial, then second order derivative of f of e power x. So
We have to
then
differentiate only e power
y
x.
is equal to no y is equal to f of e power x. See, they told f of x is a polynomial. They didn't read the question properly. A naught x square plus a1x plus a3 or a2. This is a polynomial function. Then what is f of e power x? It will be a naught e power 2x plus a1 e power x plus a2. Are you able to understand what I'm trying to say? Now, what is the derivative of this? That is what they're asking. The second order derivative of f of e power x means the second order derivative of this is what? Is what they're asking. Are you able to understand? Right? So we have to. So what mistake you did is you took it as e power x. So what is the option you're telling? What is the answer you guys are telling?
I got D, sir.
B.
I got a direct derivative.
Did you read this point? Polynomial. Did you
Yes,
understand
sir.
at least now?
Now I understand.
Now you understood? Yes. So if I take y is equal to f of e power x, then what is y1? F of y1, I will take it as f dash of e power x into derivative of e power x, that will be e power x. Did you understand what I did? So y1 is the derivative of this function. I applied the chain rule. Derivative of that function times e power x into e power x. So what will be the value of y2? Now this will be u and this will be v. So what will we need? Do we need to do? So f dash of e power x into derivative of e power x is e power x plus e power x into derivative of f dash of e power x. So that is f double dash of e power x into derivative of e power x is e power x. So what is the answer? E power x into f dash of e power x plus e power 2x into f double dash of e power x. So is there an option like this? What is the option?
C, sir.
That is the right answer. Okay, mark it as important. Practice these kind of problems also. Okay. Shall I move on? But did you guys understand the steps that I followed? right? Good. If A is a matrix of order 3, then determinant of A is 8, the determinant of adjoint of A. What is the formula? Da? Determinant of adjoint of A is determinant of A raised to the power n minus 1, where n is the order of the matrix. So what will be the answer? So determinant of A is 8, 8 power 2. So 8 square is
2
2
power
cubed.
6.
2 power 6 is the answer. I hope everybody knows this formula. If not, please make a note of it. Determinant of adjoint of A is equal to det A raised to the power n minus 1, where n is the order of the matrix. Okay, next one. In linear programming problems, the optimum solution is what?
Satisfies a set of piecewise linear inequalities called constraints, sir.
Called linear constraints. So it's a theoretical question. 5 this. Next.
So
If
I
A
have
is
a doubt in the last question, sir.
fourth one, no?
Fifth one, sir.
Tell me.
What's the same one mean then, sir? Piecewise
What?
linear inequalities means what, sir?
Which one?
Option C, what does it mean?
Satisfies a set of piecewise linear, at least one of. See here, set of linear inequalities means both. Okay. Set of piecewise means either of them.
Okay, sir, I understood.
Yeah. So it is not simultaneous thing. So if A is a skew symmetric matrix of order 3, then the value of determinant of A is. So how to do this? If A is a skew symmetric matrix, then what will happen? A will be equal to, sorry, A transpose will be equal to, what is the basic definition of skew symmetric matrix? A transpose should
Minus
be
A
equal,
transpose, sir.
so A transpose should be equal to negative of A. Okay.
Yes.
So when you take the determinant on both the sides, what will happen? So determinant of A transpose is equal to negative of determinant of A. Right. But determinant of A transpose is determinant of A itself is equal to negative of determinant of A. So when this comes to the left hand side, 2 times determinant of A is 0. That implies determinant of A is still a 0. So this will be the answer.
Sir, how is the determinant of A transpose will be equal to its
That is a
determinant?
proper data. Proper data.
Okay.
I told you about determinant. You remember what is determinant? What is the basic definition of determinant? When I explained in the class, you remember? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you would have learned like this, right? 1 and 2, you will cross multiply these two. You will cross multiply these two. Panya,
Yes, sir.
you did those things, right? So what are these things actually? What matrix is this? I told you
Square,
something.
square
Square,
matrix.
it's not about square matrix. There are some special names, right? Cofactors, minors, and all those things are there. You remember?
Yes, sir.
So I told you, right? A number multiplied with its cofactor matrix. Okay, a number multiplied with the determinant of the cofactor matrix is what is the definition of determinant. So based on that concept, this is going to work. So determinant of A transpose is equal to determinant of A. That is a property. Okay. Next, seventh one. A is equal to 1, 2, 3, minus 5, B is equal to 1, 0, 0, 2, and X be a matrix such that A is equal to Bx, then X is equal to. I think this is a simple one. So X is equal to what? B inverse of A. So what is the value of B inverse? What is the value of B inverse, guys? So how will you find the inverse of the given matrix? It is adjoint of A by det A. I hope you know this, right? Why is no one speaking? Adjoint of B divided by det B. So what is the adjoint of this matrix? Adjoint of matrix B.
2, 0, 0.
So 2, 0,
0.
0, 1. And that should be divided with the determinant of B, which is half. Correct?
Yes.
So what did they say? x is equal to b inverse of, so x is x comma y is equal to b inverse is half into 2001 multiplied with, what is the value of a? 1, 2, 3 minus 5. Multiply both. Tell me the answer. Make it fast. What is the answer?
So 243 minus 5.
2, 4, 3 minus 5. Is that the only option? You left this half.
Half into 243.
Half
minus
into
5.
2, 4, 3 minus 5. Be careful. There are two options with the same thing. So option C is the right answer. Right? I hope you guys got it right. 7th. Next. 8th. So the value of lambda for which the system of linear equation has no solution. What is the answer for this? So when will the given system of equations not have a solution?
When a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2.
1 minute. Huh? What did you say?
We can do that a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2.
Okay, that is there. And also you can say the determinant of the coefficient matrix is there, right? So 1, 1, 1, okay, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, and 1, 2 lambda. 1, 2 lambda, all these things put together should be equal to 0 for it to not have a solution. Okay. So when this case is going to come, what is the answer? Tell me. 1 into 2 lambda minus 4 minus 1 into lambda minus 2 plus 1 into 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. Okay. So 2 lambda minus 4 minus lambda plus 2 is equal to 0. So 2 lambda minus lambda is lambda. Lambda minus 2 is 0. So lambda will be equal to 2. So this is the answer. Okay. Next. So this problem also we'll do it at the end. We'll finish the simpler one. So y is equal to tan inverse of 1 plus x square by 1 minus x square. How to solve this? So how will
I
you
think it's b, sir.
none of these? No. But how will you approach? Tell me that thing. No, that is more important for me. Forget about the answer. So y is equal to tan inverse of 1 plus x square by 1 minus x square. How will you solve this? What idea are you getting? If you directly start solving it, you will get stuck.
So by replacing x by cos, since we have that formula.
Okay, you want to replace x with cos. You will have 1 plus cos square theta by 1 minus cos square theta. Or you want to replace x square itself with something. If you replace x square itself with tan theta, then you will get y is equal to tan inverse of 1 plus tan theta by 1 minus tan theta, right? Correct?
Yes, sir.
So this will give you tan inverse of tan of pi by 4 plus theta.
Yes, sir. So it will be pi by 4 plus theta.
Theta, it will become pi by 4 plus, but what is the value of theta? It will become tan inverse of x square.
Yes, sir.
Now it is easy, right? Y is equal to this thing. Now you can differentiate it. So dy by dx is equal to 1 divided by 1 plus x power 4 into derivative of x square is 2x. So what is the option, guys?
Option
Rohan?
C, sir.
Option C.
Yeah, Rohan, I hope you understood.
Yes, I understood now.
Yeah. So how did you solve this problem to get none of these?
I directly differentiate.
That is what, see, whenever this tan inverse and all these things, especially big formula are coming, right? Don't do that mistake.
Okay, sir.
Okay. See, someone else would have got this idea also. Y is equal to tan inverse of, you can think of this also, 1 plus x square by 1 minus x square. You have this formula, you guys remember 1 minus tan square theta by 1 plus tan square theta. What is it? Cos 2 theta,
Yes, sir.
right? So you can do that also. You put x as tan theta and then solve and see. Then what you will get is, you will get y is equal to tan inverse of secant 2 theta. Then again, you have to convert secant 2 theta in terms of tan and then do it. It is going to be a slightly tedious process. So instead, what you can do is, since tan inverse is there outside, remember this, 1 plus tan theta by 1 minus tan theta is tan of pi by 4 plus theta. Similarly, 1 minus tan theta by 1 plus tan theta is how much? Tan of pi by 4 minus theta. I hope you're able to understand. So
Yes, sir.
solve the problem based on this concept. Next. 11th one, how to do? Y is equal to e power x plus minus e power minus x divided by e power x plus e power minus x. Can directly start differentiating. What is the answer you guys got? So e power x plus e power minus x into derivative of e power x is e power x, derivative of e power minus x is minus e power minus x, and there is a minus. So you will get something like this, minus of e power x minus e power minus x into derivative of the denominator, that is e power x minus e power minus x, the whole divided by e power x plus e power minus x, the whole square. So what will you get? Y is equal to e power x plus e power minus x, the whole square, minus e power x minus e power minus x, the whole square. So if I take the whole divided by e power x plus e power minus x, the whole square. Correct? After this, what are we supposed to do?
So answer is A, 1 plus y square.
11th one option is C, ma. E power x minus e power minus x, the whole square divided by e power x plus e power minus x, the whole square. Okay, so this will get cancelled. This is y. Wait a minute, this is dy by dx. Okay, so this is dy by dx, sorry. So dy by dx is equal to 1 minus, what is this thing? E power x minus e power minus x by e power x plus e power minus x is nothing but the question. So 1 minus y square. Is there an option like this?
Yes, sir. C, sir.
C is the option. Okay. Next one. Did you guys solve this? This 110 volt 60 hertz is a mistake. Did anyone solve this?
The answer B, sir.
B is right. What you can do, this kind of a problem, look at all the options. Now you need not even sit and solve. So 3 by 2 comma half is given everywhere. Just substitute those values and see the minimum value that you're able to see is z is equal to 7. So that is the answer. You're able to understand?
Yes, sir.
13th. The interval on which the function f of x is equal to x cube plus 9x square plus 12x minus 1 is decreasing. So f dash of x, 6x square plus 18x plus 12. So decreasing means it should be, what should happen? So decreasing means it should be less than or equal to 0. I think I've told this in class many times. When you see decreasing, put less than or equal to. When they say strictly decreasing, put less than 0. I hope you're clear with this.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
if I take the 6 outside, x square plus 3x plus 2 is less than or equal to 0. So it is x plus 1 the whole square, which is less than or equal to 0, which is never going to be possible.
X plus 1 into x plus
X
2,
plus
sir.
2. Yeah. Because that's what I was wondering. So x plus 1 into x plus 2 is less than or equal to 0. So x belongs to -2 to -1 closed interval. I hope everybody knows how I wrote that directly, right? Using the wavy curve method. I hope you guys got this answer, -2 to -1.
Yes, sir.
14th, d by dx of tan inverse of cos x by 1 plus sin x. So how to solve this? So whenever this inverse trigonometry comes, right, first try to manipulate and solve the function that is inside it. Cos x by 1 plus sin x. So what we can do is cos x by 1 plus sin x, I will write it like this. Any idea? Any leads? How to solve? How did you guys think about it? So I will be able to eliminate tan inverse if I have tan function inside. Accepted?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So I will have cos square x by 2 minus sin square x by 2 divided by, I can write as cos square x by 2 plus sin square x by 2 plus 2 sin x by 2 cos x by 2. Correct? So you understood what I did? Instead of cos 2x, I have cos x.
Yes, sir.
So cos x by 2 minus sin x by 2 into cos x by 2 plus sin x by 2, the whole divided by what? Cos x by 2 plus sin x by 2, the whole square. So one thing will get cancelled. So cos x by 2 minus sin x by 2 divided by cos x by 2 plus sin x by 2. What are we supposed to do? Divide the numerator and denominator with cos. When you do that, you will have 1 minus tan x by 2 by 1 plus tan x by 2. That will be tan of pi by 4 minus x by 2. So tan inverse of tan of pi by 4 minus x by 2. What is the answer? So tan inverse of tan of pi by 4 minus x by 2 is
5 by
equal.
4 minus 8 by 2.
So what will be the answer? Minus half. Just a minute. Next. So y is equal to a sin mx plus b cos mx, then d square y by dx square is equal to. By the way, did we finish this problem? 14th answer is C. Everyone is clear? Guys,
Yes,
can you
sir.
please respond? Okay, so that I'll understand what is to be explained and what is not needed. So y is equal to a sin mx plus b cos mx. So what is y1? am cos mx minus bm sin mx. What is y2? am square with a minus sign sin mx minus bm square cos mx. So if I take out minus m square outside, a sin mx plus b cos mx. What is this thing, guys?
Y
Y. So what will be the answer?
minus m square.
That's right. 16th. So 16th one, what is the answer? You can look at the options and tell the answer.
Yes, it is, sir.
A. That's right. So if A is given, is expressed as the sum of symmetric and skew symmetric matrix, then the symmetric matrix is. So A is there, right? How can you write it as a sum of symmetric and skew symmetric matrix? Half into A plus A transpose plus half into A minus A transpose. Correct? Where this will be skew symmetric and this will be symmetric. Correct? So they're asking what is this matrix. So half into, you know how to write the A transpose. What is A transpose? 2, 0, minus 3, 4, minus 5, 3, 1, sorry, 3, 1, 7, 2. Right? So A is there, A transpose is there, half of that value, add both and take the half of that value, that will be the answer. So when you add A and A transpose, what do you get? 4, 4 minus 8, 4, 6, 8, minus 8, 8, 4. So half of this will be half of this. So what will be the answer? 2, 2, minus 4, 2, 3, 4, minus 4, 4, 2. Which option is matching? The A. 2, 2, minus 4, 2, 3, 4, minus 4, 4, 2. This answer. Right, I hope everyone is clear. 17th. The normal to the curve x square is equal to 4y passing through 1, 2s. So x square is equal to 4y, 2x is equal to 4y dash. So y dash is equal to x divided by 2. So this is the slope of, so y dash at 1, 2 will be y dash is equal to half. So this is the slope of tangent. Slope of normal is what? Minus 2. So what will be the equation of normal? Y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1, which implies y minus 2 is equal to minus 2x plus 2. So 2x plus y is equal to 4. No option. So x square is equal to 4y, 2x is equal to 4 into y dash is equal to x divided by 2. So y dash is equal to x is 1 half. So slope of the normal is minus 2. So minus y1 is equal to minus 2 into x minus x1. So 2x, correct only, no? Oh, sorry. Can someone tell me what is the mistake that has happened? Why is answer not matching with any of the options?
Should it be 2 minus y, sir?
No. Read the question carefully. I made a mistake. Sorry, your voice is breaking. Can you come again?
So y dash is 1 by 2. So the reciprocal of it should be 2, right, sir?
Not reciprocal. No, it is m1 into m2 is minus 1. There is no mistake in that. I wrote this equation.
Okay,
No,
sir.
what is the meaning of this equation? This is the slope of the tangent at the point 1, 2. But what is the question saying? Sorry, this is the equation of normal at point 1, 2.
Passing through 1, 2.
Passing through 1, 2. That 1, 2 need not be on the curve itself. If you want, try and substitute, no? You substitute that point and see x square is equal to 4y, substitute 1 and see 1 is equal to 8. Wrong. So that point is not there on the curve at all. So our job is to find the slope. Till this step it is right. Guys, be careful, okay? Had this option been there, we would have gone wrong. Okay. Nobody has solved this question at all yesterday.
I didn't do this, sir.
You didn't do this? Okay. But listen. So y minus y1 is equal to, I will do one thing. Y minus, let the point on the curve be h comma I'll do one thing. I'll take y as k, then x will be
So
root
why
k.
can't we use the formula y is equal to mx plus c, sir?
You can do that. You want to use that? So we'll take y is equal to mx plus c, which implies y is equal to minus 2x plus c. After this, what will you do? So you'll substitute that point.
Sorry.
No. You're right only. You're right. After, see, y is equal to mx plus c is the equation of the normal. And we know the slope of the normal is -2. Correct. Now, what can you do? You can take this point and
Yes,
substitute
sir.
it here. No? So substitute it here. So 2 will be equal to
Yes,
-2
sir.
plus c. So c will be 4. But
Yes,
still,
sir.
but
But
still
we
there
don't
is
have option.
no. It's not working. Okay. So what I'm trying to do is listen to this. So what I'm trying to do, x square is equal to 4y is there, right? So what we can do is, if I take this point as h comma k, and 1 comma 2 is somewhere over here. So I will write the slope of the normal at point h comma k. Okay. So y minus k is equal to -2 into x minus h. Right. So what is the relation between h and k? So this h comma k lies on that curve. So what? See, listen to this carefully. Did you understand this thing? This is the equation of normal. So to this normal, we will substitute this point. So 2 minus k is equal to -2 into 1 minus h. So how many unknowns are there? 2 unknowns. So we need 2 equations to solve it. So 2 minus k is equal to -2 plus 2h. (2h minus k is equal to -4. 2h minus k is equal to, sorry, 2h plus k is equal to +4. Yeah, 2h plus k is equal to +4. This equation number 1. What else can we do? This h comma k satisfies this equation, right? So you take this h comma k and substitute it here. What will you get? H square is equal to 4k. So k will be equal to how much? H square by 4. Take this and substitute it here. So 2h plus h square by 4 is equal to 4, which implies 8h plus h square is equal to 16. So h square plus 8h minus 16 is equal to 0. So what will be the answer? H minus 4, the whole square is 0. So what is the value of h? H is 4. When h is 4, what will be the value of k? K will also be?
4, sir.
K is also 4. Now can you write? So now you know the point. Point is 4 comma 4. Slope is -2. So y minus 4 is equal to m into x minus 4. So y minus 4 is equal to -2x plus 8. So 2x plus y is equal to, I'm still getting this 2x plus y is equal to 4. There is no option.
Sir, H is -4.
H is -4. Huh?
K is -4.
இல்லங்க இங்க மைனஸ் இல்லாம இருக்கு. There is a minus, right?
K is
Oh.
minus.
1 minute. I made a mistake here. Wait. No. See, first of all, it can't be. It is -16, right? How will we get? So it should have been h square minus 8h plus 4. Guys, just give me a minute. I'm solving it again. So what is the equation? Y minus k is equal to -2 into x minus h. Correct? So this line is passing through the point 1 comma 2. So 2 minus k is equal to -2 into 1 minus h. So 2 minus k is equal to -2 plus 2h. No mistake, right? 2 minus k is equal to -2 plus 2h. So 2h plus k is equal to 4. Okay. So 2h plus, what is the value of k? K is equal to h square by 4. That is right only, no? So 8h plus h square minus 16 is equal to 0. Then I'm still getting the same thing. Is there any step that has gone wrong?
Slope of the normal is -2 at point 1, 2 only, sir. But point h, k. So the
Correct,
slope
correct.
will be -2
Sorry.
by h, sir.
Correct. That is where things have gone wrong. So the basic thing itself is wrong. So the point is h comma k, right? So if we do it from the beginning, 2x is equal to 4 times y dash. So y dash is equal to x divided by 2. Listen to this carefully. So the point at which you're trying to find the slope is h comma k. So y dash is equal to h divided by 2. So what is the slope of normal? It is minus 2 by h. Correct? So y minus k is equal to minus 2 by h into x minus h. Now you can substitute 1 comma 2 because this line is passing through 1 comma 2. So 2 minus k is equal to minus 2 divided by h into 1 minus h. So what is the value of k? K is h square by 4. So 2 minus h square divided by 4 is equal to minus 2 by h plus 2. Which implies this 2 and this 2 will get cancelled. Minus and minus will get cancelled. H cube is equal to 8, which implies h is equal to 2. Okay, now when h is equal to 2, what will be the value of k?
1.
K is 1. Now you got the point. So the point is 2 comma 1 actually. So y minus 1 is equal to minus 2 divided by 2 is minus 1 into x minus 2. So x plus y is equal to 1. Is there an option like this? So this is the answer. No, 3. X plus y, this is minus 2 into minus 1. So x plus y is equal to 3 is the answer. Right? So this is the one. 18th. Maximum value of sin x plus cos x.
Root 2, sir.
Root 2. So how did you get that root 2?
So
You
sin
differentiate.
45 plus cos 45.
Okay. So how to do this is, it's very simple. Whenever you have a cos x plus b sin x, right? The maximum value of it is always root of a square plus b square. So here the coefficient is 1. Here the coefficient is 1. Root of 1 square plus 1 square. That will give you a root 2. Okay. That is why the answer is 19th. Limit x tends to 0, 2 sin x minus sin 2x, sin 2x divided by x cube. So limit x tends to 0, 2 will come out. Sin x divided by x cube minus sin 2x divided by x cube. Okay, what can we do? So here, if you observe, you can't solve this because limit x tends to 0, sin x by x is what?
1.
1. But here you have x cube in the denominator. So what we can do instead is, we will convert the sin 2x into 2 sin x cos x. Limit x tends to 0, 2 sin x minus 2 sin x cos x divided by x cube. So 2 sin x is taken outside. You will have 1 minus cos x divided by x cube, which is limit x tends to 0. Okay. So what is 1 minus cos x, guys?
Sin x.
So 2 sin square x by 2. So limit x tends to 0, 2 sin x into 2 sin square x by 2, the whole divided by x cube. Right? So if you take the 2 outside, the sin x, x cube is there, right? You can write it as x into this 2 also. If you take it out, this will become 4. Then you can write this as sin x by 2 divided by x by 2 the whole square into 1 by 4. I'll tell you what I did. So sin square x by 2 is there, right? Divided by x square. So here, since I have x by 2, I need to make this also as x by 2 the whole square. So I divided it with 4 and multiplied it with 4 so that I can write sin x by 2 divided by this x square by 4. I wrote it as x by 2 the whole square into 1 divided by 4. You're able to understand?
Yes, sir.
Now, when you substitute the limit, this will become 1 and this will become 1. 4 into 1 by 4 will give you a 1. So the 19th one, the option is C. Okay. Next. What is the answer for this one? Y is equal to tan inverse of A cos x minus B sin x by B cos x plus A sin x. So divide the numerator and denominator with A cos x. So y is equal to tan inverse of 1 minus B by A times tan x divided by 1 plus B by A by B times tan x. Okay. I can't divide it like that. What else can we do? So what you can do is, you will divide the numerator and denominator with B cos x. Tan inverse of A cos x by B cos x minus B sin x divided by B cos x divided by 1 plus A sin x by B cos x. Okay. So cos x are gone. Tan inverse of A by B minus B and B are gone. Tan x by 1 plus A by B into tan x. So if I take A by B as tan alpha, what is tan alpha minus, or else I will take it as tan capital A. What is tan A minus tan B by 1 plus tan A tan B? Tan inverse of, can I write it as tan of A minus x?
Yes.
So tan inverse of tan of A minus x is A minus x. But what is A? That is tan inverse of A by B minus x. So y value is nothing but this thing. So what is the final answer? Y is this thing means when you differentiate on both the sides, what will you get? Tan inverse of A by B is 0. Minus x derivative is minus 1. So answer is minus 1. Okay. So 21st theoretical question. The range of greatest integer of x. You need not even solve. Greatest integer. Name itself is telling you. What is the range of greatest integer of x?
Z, sir.
Is the integer set. Yes. So the point on the curve y is equal to x square minus 3x plus 2 where the tangent is perpendicular to y is equal to x. So tell me the steps to be followed. So the point on the curve is what you need to find. Let the point on the curve be h comma k. So at that point, if you draw a tangent that is perpendicular to this line, okay. So y dash. So when they say they are perpendicular, what is the relation between their slopes? M1 into M2 is minus 1. So y dash is equal to 2x minus 3. Y dash at h comma k will be 2h minus 3. That's right. Is that right? So 2h minus 3 multiplied with m should be equal to minus 1. So 2h minus 3 is minus 1. 2h is equal to 2. H is equal to 1. When h is equal to 1, that is x is equal to 1, what will be the value of y? 1 minus 3 plus 2. It will be a 0. So 1 comma 0 is the answer. So maximize z is equal to 3x plus 4y subject to constraint x plus y is less than or equal to 1.
Answer is 4, sir.
4 is right. How did you do?
So since x is greater than 0 and y is greater than 0, it is substitute 24x plus 5.
Okay.
So we substitute 1 comma 0 and 0 comma 1 in z, sir, and then we get the value.
You substituted 1 comma 0 and 0 comma 1. Huh?
Yes, sir.
That's right. So that's what you're supposed to do. Since x is greater than or equal to 0, y is greater than or equal to 0, it is constrained only to the first quadrant. Right. So one of the corner points will be origin and the other 2 points will be 1 comma 0 and 0 comma 1. Substituting, you will get the answer as 4. Next. So f of x is equal to sin x minus kx is decreasing for all values of x belongs to R when. So f dash of x is equal to cos x minus k is decreasing. So cos x minus k is decreasing for what? So cos x
As
minus
k increases, the value decreases.
decreasing means less than or equal to 0. So cos x should be less than or equal to k. Right. So what is when what is the maximum value? So k has to be the maximum value. What is the maximum value of cos x that can get generated?
1.
1. So if cos x has to be less than or equal to k, means can I say cos x should be less than or equal to 1? Means the minimum value of k should be equal to 1. So k should be greater than or equal to 1. Are you able to understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So y is equal to log of root tan x. Then the value of dy by dx at x is equal to pi by 4 is. So y dash is equal to 1 divided by root of tan x into derivative of root tan x is 1 by 2 root of tan x into derivative of tan x is secant square. So secant square x divided by 2 tan x. You put x is equal to pi by 4. This will be 2 divided by 2. 2 divided by 2 into 1. This and this will get cancelled. Answer is 1. Okay. Next. The value of cot of sine inverse of x. So sine inverse of x, if you take it as theta, so sine inverse of x is taken as theta, then x is equal to sine theta. So sine theta is x means this is x, this is 1. Then how much will this be? Root of 1 minus x square. So what is cot theta? Cot theta will be root of 1 minus x square divided by x. Okay. So theta will be equal to cot inverse of root of 1 minus x square divided by x. So theta is sine inverse x, theta is cot inverse of root of 1 minus x square. So sine inverse x can be replaced with this thing. So cot inverse of root of 1 minus x square divided by x. So answer will be this thing. $27. Guys, can we make it a little faster?
27 answer D, sir.
0. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, sir.
So if set A contains 5 elements and set B contains 6 elements, then the number of one-to-one and onto mappings from A to B is.
There will be no onto mapping, sir.
There cannot
So
be
it
any
is
onto
zero.
function because there will be one element in the codomain set which will not have a free image. So answer is 0. So tan inverse x is pi by 10, cot inverse x is how much? So you know the relation tan inverse of x plus cot inverse of x is equal to pi by 2. So tan inverse of x is pi by 10 plus cot inverse of x is pi by 2. I mean, sorry, this thing. So cot inverse of x is pi by 2 minus pi by 10. How much will it be? 10 pi minus 2 pi divided by 20. So 8 pi by 10 or 4 pi by 5. 29th, what is the answer? So 2x plus y is 7. 4x is equal to 7y minus 13. 5x minus 7 is y. 4x is equal to x plus 6. So 3x is equal to 6. X will be 2. When x is 2, take and substitute in any one of the equation. 4 plus y is equal to 7. Y will be equal to 3. So x is 2, y is 3, option B. Simple question. So A is equal to 2, 0, 0, 0, 2, 0, 0, 0, 2. So what can I do? Can I write it as 2 times 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. So identity function multiplied with itself any number of times is going to be an identity function only. So if it is a power 5, it will be 2 power 5 into this identity function. So what is the answer?
32A.
32A.
So a power 5 should be no 32 times identity function. Ma. Don't make that mistake. 32 times.
It'll be 16, sir.
For 2 left. So this you have to write as 16 into 2. So 16 into 200 020 002. This is A. So 16 times A is the answer. Be careful, okay? Good problem. Derivative of sine cube x with respect to cos cube x. So derivative tan x, and I think I solved this problem yesterday. I think it's tan x only. Yeah. So derivative of sine cube x is 3 sine square x into cos x. That's it, right? 3 sine square x into cos x. Derivative of cos cube x with respect to x is, I think it is minus term. Minus 3 cos square x into sin x. Divide both. 3 and 3 are gone. Sin square x. 1 sin x and this are gone. 1 cos x is gone. It is minus tan x. 31 option is B. 31. Yes, B is the right answer. Okay. Next. 32. Y is equal to 1 plus 1 by x the whole power x, then dy by dx is equal to. So it is a function raised to the power of another function. So what are we supposed to do on both the sides? Take log. So log is equal to, log y is equal to x into log of 1 plus 1 by x. So 1 by y into y dash is equal to, derivative of this is going to be what? X into 1 by 1 plus 1 by x into minus 1 by x square plus log of 1 plus 1 by x into 1. So y dash will be equal to what? Y into this x will get cancelled. Minus 1 divided by 1 plus 1 by x plus log of 1 plus 1 by x. But y is the question itself. So which one is matching?
C, sir.
C. If you take LCM, here, 1 plus 1 by x, no. So it becomes x plus 1 by x, that x will go to the numerator. Correct only, no? X into derivative of log of 1 plus 1 by x is 1 by 1 plus x into derivative of 1 plus 1 by x is minus 1 by x square. So 1x got cancelled. Sorry. There is another x here, right? I missed it. This, see, by x is there because of this, but I forgot about this x. Into x is there, no, this and this will get cancelled. So log of 1 plus 1 by x minus 1 by x plus 1. C is correct. C is the correct option. 32. 33. The function f of x is equal to x square e power minus x is monotonically increasing when? Monotonic means strictly. So it is strictly increasing means f dash of x should be strictly greater than 0. So x square into minus e power minus x into e power uv dash, that is x square into minus e power minus x plus e power minus x into 2x should be greater than 0. So e power minus x, if I take it outside, x square plus 2x should be greater than 0. Okay. So e power minus x is always a positive number. E power minus x is always positive. So x square plus 2x should be greater than 0. So x square plus 2x means you have to complete the square and then solve it. So I can write it as x plus 1 the whole square minus 1 is greater than 0. So x plus 1 the whole square is greater than 1. So x square into, there is no option, right? X plus 1 the whole square should be greater than 1. The least value of x that is possible is okay, made a mistake here. It is minus x square plus 2x. So x square minus 2x should be less than 0. Did you understand why it is minus x square plus 2x? Because this minus is there. So it is x minus 1 the whole square plus 1, which should be less than 0. So x minus 1 the whole square should be less than minus 1. So what I can say is x minus 1 should be then no value of x is possible. Sorry, minus 1. Guys, if you guys are not talking, right, my brain is also not working. I feel like talking to myself. As if I am preparing for the test is what I feel. Are you able to identify the mistakes that are happening while I'm discussing? Sometimes when I'm writing fast, right, I'm missing the minus and the plus sign. And I'm expecting you guys to concentrate and correct me. X minus 1 the whole square is less than 1. So what should be the value of x?
It should be 0. So it has no value.
Why?
Whatever value is substitute, it will be greater
Okay.
than it.
Okay, I'll make it even more simple. I thought of completing the square and doing it, but we can make it like this also. X square minus 2x is less than 0. So if I take out x outside, x into x minus 2 is less than 0. So x belongs to what? 0 to 2.
0 to 2, sir.
So option is there, option B. Right? By now, I hope you understood when to apply this strictly greater than and when to apply greater than or equal to.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. At what points the slope of the tangent to the curve x square plus y square minus 2x minus 3 is 0? So it is an implicit
B,
function.
sir.
B, second
Yes,
option.
sir. Last option.
Last
B.
option. 34. Correct. So 2x plus 2y into y dash minus 2 is equal to 0. So 2 will get cancelled. X plus y into y dash minus 1 is equal to 0. So y dash is equal to 1 minus x divided by y. Right, at what points is the slope of the tangent equal to 0? So 1 minus x is equal to y. Now you can substitute the points and see. When you substitute it, are you getting for second? When you put x is equal to 1, y is coming out to be 0. 1 minute. 2x plus 2y into y dash minus 2 is equal to 0. 2 will get cancelled. X plus y by dash minus 1 is equal to 0. Y into y dash is equal to 1 minus x. So y dash is equal to 1 minus x divided by
So 1 minus x is 0. So
is 0.
x will be
Yeah,
equal
so
to
x will be equal to 1. When x is equal to 1, substitute it there, what will you get? So x is equal to 1, there is only one option that is there, that is D. In all other option, x is different. But are you getting two values of y? So 1 plus y square minus 2 minus 3 is equal to 0. So y square is equal to 4. Y is equal to
Plus
plus
or
or
minus
minus.
2.
Correct. So 35th, which of the following is not correct in a given determinant A? A is equal to Aij 3 cross 3. So value of the determinant is obtained by multiplying elements of a row or column by corresponding cofactors. So what is the answer?
Minor
Value
of an
of-
element can never be equal to cofactor of same element.
So orders of minors and cofactors of element A are the same or correct. Order of minor is less than the order of determinant of A. Minor of an element can never be equal to the cofactor of the same element. Right?
D, sir.
So D is the answer. So corner points of a feasible region for LPP are 0 to 3, 0, 6, 0 and 6, 8. Sorry, 6, 8 and 6, 0, 5. The equation, the objective function that is given as 4x plus 6y. The minimum value of f occurs at. It is just substituting and finding out, right? What is the answer?
It's C, sir.
At any point on the right segment.
Yes, sir. Because 0, 2 and 3, 0 give the same value.
That's right. So 0, 2 will give you least value. How much is the value you get? 0, 2 is 0.
12, sir.
You will get 12, right? 3, 0 will also give you 12. So 12 is the least value that you can find. The other values that you'll find are 12, 24, 72, and 30. So if A and B are square matrices such that B is equal to minus negative of A inverse of B into A, then A plus B the whole square is what?
A square plus B square, sir.
So how did you get it?
With that expression of B equal to A inverse, sir, we put AB equal to minus A inverse A BA.
Minus A inverse BA. What do you want to do now?
We multiply A on both sides, sir.
You'll multiply, you'll pre-multiply with A on both the sides. So AB will be equal to negative of A into A inverse into B into A. A into A
So
inverse
it will be I, sir. And I into anything will be the
okay.
BA
So
itself. So it will be AB equal to minus BA.
Can I write it as minus BA?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next, what am I supposed to do?
Then A plus B the whole square we expanded to A square plus B square plus 2AB. 2AB will be AB plus AB. 1AB will be minus BA.
Okay. A square plus B square. You want to do it as 2AB. This 2AB you want to write it as AB plus. You want to write it as AB plus BA.
Minus B, sir.
So you will write one AB as AB, and the other AB you would write it as minus BA. Correct?
Yes, sir. And
Okay.
both will be the same value. So they cancel out.
Okay. That's right. So A square plus B square. Correct. 30th. So 38. A is equal to 1 to x 0 1 0 0 0 1. 1 minus 2y 0 1 0 0 0 1. AB is equal to I3, then x plus y is equal to. So multiply both, what will you get? 1 plus 2. So you will get. So what will you get, guys? 1. Similarly, minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1. Sorry, minus 2 plus 2 will give you a 0. Then y. Y plus 2. Y plus x. So x plus y should be a 0. How many of you got it? Right. So I didn't even proceed because when I multiplied using the dot product method, I got this as y plus x. So they are saying this is an identity matrix. So 1 0 0 will come. So x plus y is directly a 0. Next. So y is equal to sine inverse of 1 minus x square by 1 plus x square. So find dy by dx. Make it fast, guys. So 1 minus x square by 1 plus x square, what is that you will see? You will put x is equal to tan theta. So sine inverse of cos 2 theta, right? So this I can write as sine inverse of sine of pi by 2 minus 2 theta. So that will give us pi by 2 minus 2 theta. So pi by 2 minus 2 tan inverse of x. So derivative of this, what will you get? Y is equal to pi by 2 minus 2 tan inverse of x. Derivative of this is minus 2 divided by 1 plus x square. Okay, the domain of the function f of x is equal to root x minus 1 plus 6 minus root x. So domain of this is x minus 1 should be greater than 0. For this one, 6 minus x should be greater than 0. So x should be greater than 1 and x should be less than 6. 1 to 6 is the answer. Sorry, greater than or equal to. So
B, sir.
E is the answer. The range of sine inverse x.
C, sir.
Yes. Consider the LPP given by this objective function is z is equal to 6x plus 10y subjected to x is greater than or equal to 6, y is greater than or equal to 2, 2x plus y is greater than or equal to 10, x plus y is greater than or equal to 0. Redundant constraints in this LPP are
B, sir.
which one?
B, sir.
Last option.
No, sir. Second option. X greater than or equal to 0 and y greater than or equal to 0.
Okay. So how did you find out?
Sir, redundant constraints are what need not be specified, right, sir?
Yeah.
Like it's considered. So x greater than 0 and y greater than 0 are a given, right, sir?
Okay.
Since x is already greater than 6 and y is greater than 2, you need not mention x is greater than 0 and y is greater than 0.
I think we have to draw the graph and only check. So the minimum value of this is subjected to x is greater than or equal to 6, y is greater than or equal to 2.
So actually in this first two constraints itself indicate that x and y are greater than 0, sir. So we need not write x is greater than 0 and y
1
is
minute.
greater than 0.
1 minute. So redundant, I have to check the graph. So when we draw the graph, what will we get? So 2x plus y greater than or equal to 10 and x comma y is greater than or equal to 0. So x is greater than 6. So x is equal to 6 represents what? It is a straight line like this. It is a line which is parallel to y-axis. So 6 comma 0. So x is greater, y is greater than or equal to 2 represents something like this. This is 0 comma 2. Okay. So 2x plus y is great. So x is greater than or equal. So they have given it here also, Nada. X comma y is greater than or equal to 0. Then how can it be the redundant constraint?
Then everything except D is given, no, sir.
1 minute. They both are meeting at the point 6 comma 2. Correct? So what about the value 2x plus y? Where is it? 2x plus y is equal to 10. So x is equal to 0, y is equal to 10.
Yes, sir.
And y is equal to 0, x is equal to 5. So this will be 5 comma 0. So it will be something like this. Okay. X is greater than or equal to 6 means this side of the region. Y is greater than or equal to 2. So this side of the region. Okay. Now tell me which one will be the redundant now. So what is the feasible region? So did you understand guys, did you understand this graph, everyone? Listen, there is an important point to be discussed here. Did you guys understand the graph here?
Yes, sir.
Right. So what are they saying? X is greater than or equal to 6, Y is greater than or equal to 2 represents this region. Correct? So this is the feasible region. So which is the one which will not affect the feasible region even if you remove that constraint?
2x plus y is greater than 10.
That is the redundant constraint. So redundant constraint is basically the one that can be removed without affecting the feasible region. You're able to understand. So whether you have this or not, then it doesn't make any difference to the feasible region. Did you guys understand?
Sir, why can't it be x comma y is greater than 0?
X
Yes,
comma y
sir,
is
because
greater
if you
than-
remove that also, the feasible region will still be the same.
then two answers should come. Redundant constraints in this LP. So the ones if you remove this, you think you'll still get it? See, actually, what I'm thinking, right? See, both are right. Logically, what you guys are saying is right. But I'm just thinking of the first quadrant. That is only logic I'm thinking of. So if I have to give, let's say, actually both are right. Both need not be there because this is already covering it up. But I have a question. Out of these two, which one do you think is more important?
2x plus y greater than 10.
You think that is important, that needs to be there?
Sir,
See,
x comma y, sir, it'll restrict it to the first quadrant.
that is what I'm saying. It will restrict it to the first quadrant. That is needed, no? You're able to understand. So I'm taking it on a weightage basis, but I'll think about it. Okay. But the actual answer is this thing that is given. But according to the logic that you're saying, both are right. Even x greater than 0, y greater than 0 need not be given.
So, but actually the first two constraints also restricted to first quadrant, right, sir?
Yeah, it is restricted. No, it is not actually. Sorry, Da. No, it is not. They are not restricted to first quadrant because it is also there. No, y is
But
greater than.
y is greater than 2 and x is greater than 6, right, sir? So it
Yeah,
will be in first quadrant.
both are simultaneously happening. Then it will be in first quadrant.
Okay,
So,
sir. I understood.
if this was not given, then you should have shaded this region also. That is what I'm trying to say. You're able to understand, Rohan.
Yes, I understood.
So just because this constraint is given, you need not shade the second quadrant and the fourth quadrant. That is what I'm trying to say. But have it in mind, redundant constraints is generally not an asked question, but just for your information, redundant constraints are the ones that can be removed, which does not affect the feasible region. Okay, just for your information, forget about it. It will not be asked. So tan inverse of secant x plus tan x, derivative of this.
The C, sir.
Yes, C is right. So it's basic differentiation. I hope you guys can do it. Find the area of the triangle with the vertices 0, 0, 4, 4, 2, and 1, 3.
It's 1 square units.
So half into 0, 0, 1, 4, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. Correct? So half into these two zeros are gone. 1 will be left out. 1 into this and this are hidden. 4 minus 2. So what will be the answer? 2 divided by 2, which is 1. Correct. Let A is equal to 1, 2, 3 and consider the relation R is equal to 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 2, 3 and 1, 3. Then R is
Reflexive but not symmetric. Sir.
correct. An open water tank of aluminum sheet of negligible thickness with a square base and vertical side is to be constructed in a farm for irrigation. It should hold 32,000 liters of water that comes out of the tube well. based on the above information, if let length, width, height of the tank be x comma y meter respectively, then the total surface area of the tank is. So what is the answer, guys?
2x square plus 4xy, sir.
If I take the tank to be a cuboid like this, so what did they say? Height of this is y, this is x, and this is also x, correct? Then the total surface area of the tank is what?
2x square plus 4xy, sir.
So 2x square plus 4xy. This is the answer. 46. 46. They've told 8xy. 1, 2. How is it 4xy? No? So 2x square is right. The water.
It'll be xy, right, sir?
1, 2.
So xy 4 times will be 4xy. right,
Actually,
sir?
2x square plus 4xy is only right. That is the total surface area of the tank. Here they have given D. That is wrong. It should be 2x square plus 1 minute. So the tank is open from the top. Okay. So the logic that we missed is they are saying that the tank is open from the top.
So then should be x square plus 4xy, sir.
No,
But
no.
there's only x square plus 2xy.
So then the total surface area of the tank based on the above information, if 32,000 liters of water can be fit into it, that comes out from the tube well. Actually, if you ask me, the logic is 2x square plus 4xy is right. But if that is gone, if this is missed, no, what will happen to the next part?
So actually, if it's open, sir, then it should be x square plus 4xy, I think, sir.
But they're taking the they're saying negligible thickness with a square sheet and vertical sides to be construct the form of an irrigation. I think they made a mistake. What they're saying is outer plus inner surface area is what they consider. Okay, when you say total surface area, they consider the outer plus inner. Let me think about this alone. Okay. So relation between x and y is. Next one is easy only. So what is the volume of this cube? Volume is
X square y, sir.
x square y is equal to 32,000 liters. But remember, x and y are in meter. Correct? So, and the water capacity is in terms of liter. So x square y is equal to 3,200 means.
X square y equal to 32.
Yes. So x
1
square
meter
y
cube is 1000 liters.
1000 liter is equal to 32,000 liter. So these three will get cancelled because 1 meter cube tank can hold a 1000 liter water, right? So x square y is equal to 32. The outer surface area of the tank will be minimum when the depth of the tank is equal to. So what is the outer surface area? The outer surface area will be x square plus 4xy. Because top part is open. Guys, are you able to understand? The outer surface area is x square plus 4xy. So if I take this as the area, then what is the relation between x and y? We know that x square y is equal to 32. So y will be equal to 32 divided by x square. Take this and substitute it here. X square plus 4x into 32 divided by x square. This and this will get cancelled. So x square plus 96 divided by 96.
128.
128 divided by x. So there's area. So what is the answer? The outer surface area of the tank will be minimum when the depth of the tank is equal to how much? Okay. So A dash is equal to 2x minus 128 divided by x square is equal to 0. So 2x cube is equal to 128, x cube is equal to 64, x will be equal to 4. So when x is equal to 4, when x is equal to 4, y will be equal to 2. Now tell me, what is the answer? So x is equal to 2y or y is equal to x divided by 2. So depth of the tank is equal to half of its width. So depth means the height is what they are trying to talk about. Okay. See, if this is the area of the open surface, then the area of the inner surface will be 2 times this, 2x square plus 8xy. That is why they gave the answer as 2x square plus 8xy. That is how they have taken, because it is an open tank. See, generally understand this. Okay, what they did is right only. Listen. So, let's say you're buying a box, okay? Let's say you're buying a box which is in the shape of a cuboid and which is closed from all the sides. If I ask you what is the total surface area, what will your answer be? Length into breadth into height. Correct? Guys, answer this alone.
Yes.
So it is going to be length into breadth into height. You are saying that because you can cover the outer portion alone since it is closed from all the sides. See, generally the total surface area means the extent to which you can wrap a gift. You can put a gift wrapper. Okay. Whereas when this tank is open, what is the outer portion side that is exposed? X square plus
4x,
4x.
sir.
So that is the
But
portion.
option is not there.
No, x square plus 4xy is the outer portion, but they ask the total surface area. You can cover the inner portion also, right? You can put a gift wrap inside also, right? So the meaning of total surface area is the extent to which, if I give you a paint box, okay, if I ask you to paint it, is it possible for you to put the paintbrush into a closed box and paint it? No, right?
No.
So that is why the total surface area here will be like you add all the sides alone, outer sides alone. Whereas in this case, you can paint it from inside also. That is why 2 times this value. Hence the answer is 2x square plus 8.
Sir, but doubt, sir. But the thickness is negligible, right, sir?
Yeah, thickness is
So
negligible.
we need not say there's an outer and inner.
No. That is what I'm trying to say. The total surface area is coming only because it's an open surface. According to this question, that is what they are taken. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So the cost of the material will be least when the width of the tank is equal to. So cost will be least when
twice
the.
its depth, sir.
That's it. It's exactly the opposite of previous question. If the cost of aluminum sheet is rupees 360 per meter square, then the minimum cost for the construction tank will be. So minimum surface area is x square plus 4xy. So this is the area, right? So what is the value of x that we got?
So we should take total surface area for this construction, right?
Because aluminum sheet from outside and inside will be the same. That is why I'm wondering actually. Actually, the answer should for this question should have been x square plus 4xy. I think there is a mistake here. This part is actually wrong and it doesn't make sense. I'm not convinced with the solution they gave. But x square plus 4xy is there, right? Think about it. So you take an aluminum sheet, it is going to be the same from inside and outside. Like inside sheet, you'll not buy it for 360, outside sheet, you'll not buy it for 360. So it's the same from inside and outside. So the surface area for which you're going to use the aluminum material is x square plus 4xy. But they want minimum cost. Minimum cost will occur when x is equal to 4 and y is equal to 2. Take this and substitute it here. How much will it happen? So 16 plus 4 into 4 into 2. That is 48. So 48 into 360 is what? 48 into 360 is how much? Sir?
So 40 into 360, sir.
Hmm. So 8 into 6 should give
17,280, sir.
17,280. This answer. Okay. So the part that I'm not convinced is the first one alone. Okay. Remaining things, I'll once the solution sheet comes, right, you guys go through it again. I'll upload it in the study material now itself. Okay. Those LPP problems and all, please have a look at it. Time is already late, 6:45. And you guys prepare for tomorrow's test.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Yeah.
you, sir.
Okay.